doing anything else. So here we go. Let's try being live once again, and we'll see. So hopefully we're live. I know people can hear me, but can they hear anybody else?
I don't know.
Assuming we're actually live.
I've got to try and find the stream again now to get the chat.
Because it might be a different stream, exactly.
Yeah. So let me go back into the new stream.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well, that's the old one.
Hang on, here's a really obvious question, Chris.
Hello.
You know, on the main screen where it's got your mixer section. Please tell me that the desktop audio isn't just muted.
No.
It's not got a line through the little speaker symbol there.
Yes, no, it is.
But
it's
check.
live. It's there. It's good. No, that's the replay of the last one. So we should be live here now. Let's have a look at the. If I can find it. If we go to the eModels.
I'm trying to find it on the eModels page.
There's another one that's live, and are we live? Hello. Can hear Foxx.
Oh, hello.
Says Andy.
You can hear me.
All working now, says Phil East.
Really?
So we might actually be live now.
Wait, hang on. Except I've got to find the stream.
No, I've got the eModels.
I went back to the eModels page and I've done that.
Oh, there we go.
So that chat that I've got there is not any active anymore. Bear with us a moment. Well, we are live, but we're just going to find the stream again so we can find the chat again and go from there.
It's all gone to pot.
Yeah. I can hear you and in top.
Yeah. I'm not saying a chat. Is that the old one?
Can you hear us? Is there anybody out there?
No, I'm getting adverts.
Paul Line says we can hear everyone.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah.
I just haven't found the chat yet.
What I've got to do now is go over to find the new chat in the new link.
I have no idea what happened with that. Apologies to everybody watching, but can you? Yes. We are back again. If you can find us, we're here. If you can't find us, then we're still here. But you know,
yeah, we're just all struggling to find the chat now. So I do apologize.
Because there's another chat room opened. We've got to go across.
I can't. It's not on the eModels page. So
no, I've got nothing on the eModels page.
Oh, I just found it on the eModels page on Gemma's phone. So,
do you want to copy the link in?
Yeah, that was on a phone. I haven't got it there. I'll just
well,
find
it's
it
saying
here.
live, but
yeah, I found one live now. It says 31 people watching.
Oh, that's right. No, it just took a while to get up to
Right,
speed. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are there. They can hear us. I think I found the chat. You've just got to go back to open a new chat window.
Right. What did you change, Chris? We'll sort that out later.
From the new link. We fixed it. We're back. We think. And
yes. Can you all see and hear us? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're live, Ted.
Have we gone live now?
I think so.
So all that information I give out before is
Oh, that enormous comedy routine right at the start.
Yeah, that doesn't work because it was actual.
Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome back. Welcome back to 2 for 1 tonight. 2 for 1. Yes, it's eModels twice on a Monday night. See the value for money you get from us. eModels, eModels. It's eModels live stream. I can turn this phone off now because I'm watching myself.
We got a jingle then, have we, Ted? It's an eModel stream. It's an eModel stream.
It's an eModel stream. It's an eModel stream. eModel stream.
That's too many words.
Yeah, that went well, didn't it?
We guarantee that you're always going to get some belly laughs with us. Even right from the start, right from the off, you're going to get a bit of fun.
I did wonder what word you were going to use then when you said belly laughs.
I'll take the blame on that if you want, because moments before we went live, I went, God, we're all profesh this week.
It's totally your fault. It's totally your fault, Cole.
Yeah, mate.
You tempted the wrath of the whatever from high atop the thing.
That's all right, mate. I've got A-level guilt, mate.
Yeah. Each week you catch me out. I'm doing something else, and then it goes live, and I'm right. We're live. This week I'm all prepared. I'm sat in front of the screen. I'm sat in front of the camera, waiting for everything to go live, and there's no sound.
Oh, mate.
Prepared, like
I suppose I better put the keyboard down now because we're using mouth words.
Yeah, mouth words now, not finger words.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you, everyone, for your patience while we panicked and flailed and did a lot of swearing.
So, we're back to our usual standards on a Monday night.
Don't say that, Ted.
Yeah.
Don't say that.
What are they?
Yeah, I did say it was these three that were leading me astray. I'm the professional, responsible one here.
You've got my outside voice.
Oh, dear,
Is that not my inside voice?
Dear, did Ted say he was professional? Oh, dear, that.
I heard something, but I don't know. I think his mic's still playing up.
Yeah. But so you know where we're at. We're at eModels, emodels.co.uk for our Monday night. Yeah, God knows what's going to happen next. But yeah, as usual, we'll get round to the usual things tonight. We have a what's in store, and we've got a giveaway tonight. And don't forget, we had a giveaway last week, a big super prize. I can't remember what it was.
It was a Russian strong tank.
Yeah, it was a Russian tank that none of us could pronounce.
Bang, was it a Bangerman or something?
Yeah,
that's the one.
Yeah, something like that. So you've still got time if you want to go across to last week's video, make a comment on it. I can't think what the subject is because everything's blown our mind at the start of this evening. Make a comment on the video, and you never know, you could win a trumpeter. It was a trumpeter kit. You could win a fantastic trumpeter big tank. So
just make sure the comments family friendly, and in case we read them out.
Yeah, we'll try and read a few out. But it's my turn for what's in store, and that'll come along later when they remind me to do it. But in the meantime, I think we'll now go over to Foxx, who'll give us terms and conditions and everything else. Over to Foxx. Now over to Foxx.
Yeah, on the traffic desk.
Are you a little bit dark there, Foxx, or is it just me?
Don't start pressing any more buttons.
I took a dark turn
I don't know if you turned some lights out while we couldn't hear you.
I took a dark turn when I was about 18, and it.
I think he's gone for ambient lighting to make himself look a bit suave, windswept, and interesting.
He's gone to the dark side.
It would take a lot of ambient lighting to make me look suave and interesting. That's some serious professional lighting, that is. Yes, well, I'm just drinking this neat ethanol alcohol now, fine. Yes, welcome everyone. It is the Monday night show. It's your show. Hopefully, it will be your show for another hour and a half. Yes, as always, we've got the chat in front of us. Hopefully, all now. So if you want to get our attention, it's your show. Give us stuff to talk about. Please do ask us questions. Ask us anything you want. No religion and politics, but anything else is fair game. Ask us anything you want. It gives us stuff to talk about. But we're all old, and we've got the iPads in front of us like 10 feet away. So please put your comments in big, fat capital letters or...
bold.
Oh dear, not playing with microphones again. Stop it.
Yes. Put your comments in big fat capital letters so we have a chance to see them in the chat. Or if you want to, you can do the super chat, which is the little dollar symbol at the bottom of the chat window. Yeah, puts your comment in a big coloured box, then we have a chance to see it. But yeah, it's your show. Ask us anything you want. We'll try and answer as many questions as we can. We try and if there's anything we can't answer, like model making related, don't panic. Somebody else in chat probably can. We don't know everything, and we're happy to admit it. We're card carrying idiots, so we don't know very much, to be honest, but there you go. But yes, it's your show. Give us stuff to talk about. And I've forgotten all the other things that I normally say now, so I'm just going back into me ethanol.
Yeah, keep it family friendly. It's a family show, and the mods are out there. I think there's some mods in tonight.
I've seen at least one.
Yeah, they'll certainly look after you. And if you are out there in video land, just watching us in the background, and you're not in chat, do come along and join in the chat.
That's the bit I normally talk about.
Yeah. You'll find it. You'll find the chat somewhere around here, so you can join in. Yeah, type it in typey workers.
Whilst Foxx and Chris were repairing the stream, I did do a belly and bench in the chat just to keep folks occupied. So there'll be some of them popping up as well. So.
Yeah, at least Chris and Foxx were running around trying to do all technical stuff. Colin was trying. Colin was keeping.
It worked.
The visitors entertained with belly and bench. I just fell asleep.
Yeah, you just like,
that's Ted's normal tactic. I'll just go sleep.
But the level of technical, ability was just to turn it off and on again. But it did work, so there you go.
Yeah. You get to that stage at my age where your body hasn't done anything for 10 minutes, so it just goes into sleep mode. It's a bit like a computer, really. Shut down.
I think I'll be going over to Andy's though for a bit of dinner because he's had in the belly. He's got venison grilled steaks, dairy free in brackets, creamed mashed potatoes, roasted veg, red onion, mixed peppers and courgettes. Good ingredients.
Hang on a minute.
Bench is packed away because he's not finished tidying up.
Right, I'll be right over. See you soon.
Hang on a minute. How is a steak dairy free? There's no dairy in meat.
Yeah.
Well, it is then. That's okay.
Perhaps it's a cow-free steak.
That's like saying alcohol contains no, I don't know,
Alcohol.
stones or something. It's weird.
Well, anyway, so as people mentioned in chat, we need to make sure Mama Fox has found a new stream.
Oh God! Don't even start that. Don't even start trying to tell her how to do that.
Because in a moment we're going to go across to Colin for Festus factoids.
Trust me, if she's not watching it now, it's a lifetime challenge to get her to find
mate,
it.
you can hear her legging it across the lounge like Usain Bolt, mate. Because unlike Ted, I'm Mummy's favourite.
Yeah.
Trust me, if we started a new stream, she's not going to find the new one. Sadly, I'm afraid.
Yeah, she has Colin's streams on a constant loop.
Yeah, she's got a playlist of Festus factoids, mate.
Well, all we got to do is when Colin does his Festus factoid, Fox is just going to have to repeat it in a loud voice
downstairs,
so she can hear it downstairs.
Run downstairs.
Well, yeah, I mean, there is.
I'll tell you what, wait there. Let me go and get it sorted out, because otherwise I'll just get tongue off.
Yeah, go and get Mum sorted out, and then I'll sort the factoid out, because it's a triple whammy this week.
Let me mute my microphone. Back in a sec.
What you got to do is just as he comes back, say, and that was the end of Festus factoid.
What I want to know is that come Christmas, are we going to have a bumper edition of Festus factoids? Are we going to have a roundup of them all? We could have we could cut them out of each video, can't we, and put them all on one live stream.
Mike Mountain's saying I'm out of focus, Chris. This end I'm doing.
It's not me.
Yeah,
you're still a bit pixely.
Yeah, I'm on 720p, mate. I checked it when we came in, dude.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no. So, Ted's nice and sharp.
I'm nice and sharp. Nice and
Ted's looking good.
Very
Ted's nice and sharp.
I don't know.
No.
It's obviously going to be one of those nights.
I think it's, I mean, I've got all my bandwidth set in the Hangouts, the same as the other guys, and my broadband is super quick broadband, so I'm not quite sure what's going on there, folks.
Yeah. While Fox is away, we might as well continue on with down with Belly and Bench. The Model Making Mayhem says the creamed mashed potatoes are dairy free. You spoon. Sadie Bones.
Right, she's back. She's on. She's watching now. We found it. She was sat there. She was sat there watching the task card with no sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, you used to do that, didn't you? When the telly finished, you used to come on the test card, then you watch it till the little white dot appeared.
Osric 9000, belly meatballs in a guana curry. Guana balls. Paint in a 132nd HE219.
I've got no idea where you are, but I just sit here quietly and not press any buttons like I've been told to.
Yeah, just sit on your hands, Chris.
Yeah, apologies if I'm super pixely, peeps. I'm looking all right in the Hangout, and my bandwidth is 720, so I'm not sure why.
Yes. Very quickly, just Mama Fox, are you watching us? Can you hear us? Just shout up and say yes, you can see us.
Tap twice for... No, wait.
I'm totally lost where we're at. Colin out of focus. 12 factoids of Christmas, says Dave Cardboard. Yeah, you could do 12 factoids of Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
A video with Festus facts from the past year. Yeah, you could do it like the Beano album. You can
I'll
get
do a compilation for the Christmas stream for you.
Sarah Jane, who bought the tooth last week. Yeah, remember we featured the tooth on What's in Stock?
I saw that.
Sarah, it's actually been delivered.
Oh, good for you, Sarah.
Sarah, Billy and Malibu and Pepsi with ice. Oh yes, that's all right. That's Belly and Bench. The ice is the Belly. Yep, Malibu.
Zatchner's saying a death of the day calendar.
I've not heard from Mama Fox yet. Mama Fox, are you hearing us?
Hello, Mama Fox. Hello.
Yeah, you gotta wait 20 seconds.
Maybe she's only listening for Colin.
Yeah.
Are you all right, Mum? Can you hear me?
Hang on, I can't. I think she's shouting me. Hang on.
Yeah, you've got to remember. She's got to wait 20 seconds.
Did you say yes?
Right, Cynical Steve says, Billy, pulled barbecue beef brisket on a baguette bench.
Oh yes, Mama Fox can hear you. She's back. She can't hear me shouting down because she's got her headphones on.
Oh, bless her.
Oh, it's all gone wrong tonight, hasn't it?
Oh, well.
All right, I found where we are.
Right, I've got no idea where we are.
Well, I found Cynical Steve selling in his belly is pulled barbecue brisket on a baguette. Yeah, bench, hoovering. I take that's hoovering and not hovering. Hoovering things in various stages.
No, it's hovering.
Hovering things.
He's building things that hover.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, right. Hovering. Yeah, I get it now. Hovering things in various builds stages. Yeah, I've got that now. Yes, because he was building a hovering tank, wasn't he?
In Thompson says Belly, Rogue and Josh bench various bits of Storm Surge. You can't just say Rogue and Josh. We need to know, is it lamb, chicken, beef, prawn? You know, we need to know all the details. What you Hello.
That's because Mike was saying try cleaning me lens, so I might have pledged it by mistake.
That looks better. What did you do?
Have you been spraying hardcore lacquers in that room again?
It's actually improved it. It's
I pledge coated me Huey about an hour before we came on. but on a good point, Fox, I wore the respirator.
Oh, good girl.
Is that better, folks?
It is actually. Suddenly you've gone from 1980s pixel count to modern. I don't know how that worked.
Cheers, Mike.
Somehow your camera seems to have evolved a Crime Watch pixelation effect. I don't quite know.
Oh, I'm used to that, mate. It's because I've got my own blackboard now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sprue Glue said we should do. Sprue Glue says we should do an eModels outtake for the year.
Well, this is it. We've just done it.
Yeah.
You see that every week with eModels live stream. We get the bloopers as they happen.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the year, we just release all the good stuff that didn't go wrong.
Everyone's saying I'm crystal clear now.
Yeah. Yeah, at the end of the year, we just release all the good stuff that didn't go wrong, and that's literally a 3.5-inch floppy with like about 10
mate, that's
meg of stuff.
Me and Ted then with our mistakes, he says, reading his post-it note. Oh, dear.
Anyway.
What was we doing?
Festus factoid.
That'll be it.
What time is it? No, we're only, half an hour late now?
Super profesh, wasn't it? I said, on this very day in 1969, man walked on the moon. Yes, folks, the Apollo. If I could see him doing his, he's making me giggle. I'm going to have to move my window now just to hide them, the rotters. Apollo 11 astronauts, Neil Armstrong and Edwin Buzz Aldrin, with an A, become the first men to walk on the moon after their lunar module separated from the command module and landed on the lunar surface at 9:18 EDT, or GMT even, that's the one, on the Sea of Tranquility. There you go.
If you didn't know, Colin reads his stuff from he's got a special monitor, his factoids. It's that tall and about 8 foot long. And he's
mate, the font is his thing, mate. Is
it's the way the camera looks. It looks like you're looking about 8 foot around.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for a bit of a special this week because it's the anniversary of the moon landings and all of that. So not only have we got one death and 2 deaths, but we're going to have a triple whammy.
Oh no!
Yeah, because I'm thinking
this is a treat, folks. This is a treat. Don't say eModels don't give.
And we're already behind the time, so we're.
Who else gives you 3 deaths?
Can you do it at double speed?
Oh mate, I'm feeling quite confident tonight. I think I might be able to get some of these names wrong. The first one is some bloke called Kai Mani Balje Sigban.
In one.
He was a Swedish physicist who shared with Nicholas Bloombergen and Arthur Shallow the 1981 Nobel Prize for Physics. Yeah, read the date, Cole. Four numbers, mate. His contribution to the development of high-resolution electron spectroscopy.
Spectroscopy. Spectroscopy.
He analysed the resulting electrons that were knocked out from the interior of an atom by high-energy X-ray photons. So he, the first one, he dropped dead at the ripe old age of 89 in 2007. I don't quite know what that was, folks. I'm going to pop a lung in a minute. Also on this very date,
it's sad they died. Show a bit of respect.
Mate, this is a sad bit. This is us being respect. On this very day.
Why is Foxx crying? Think about it. I've got to go to Foxx.
I'm doing well here. I broke Cy Reynolds. Now I've broke Foxx. It was your idea to get me on here. Right. Also on this day, a Russian mathematician dropped dead at the age of 66, and his name was, wait for it, Andrei Andreevich Markov.
You don't do bad with the Russian names.
I know.
Disappointingly.
It's just ordinary words, mate, I struggle with, who helped develop the theory of stochastic process, especially those called Markov chains. Oh, that's coincidental. I suppose it is his name, isn't it? But sequences of random variables in which the future variable is determined by the present variable, but is independent of the way in which the present state arose from its predecessors. Yeah, whatever. And last but not least, the last one at the very young age of 42, this bloke dropped dead in 1870, and he was, Albrecht Friedrich Wilhelm Ernst von Graf. A German eye surgeon who's regarded as a founder of scientific ophthalmology. What's that? Ophthalmology? Yeah. And he was also an authority in diseases of the nerve and brain. He diagnosed sudden visual loss due to retinal artery embolism. There you go.
It says Colin squinting at your screen. Sudden visual loss.
Oh, mate. Sorry about that, folks. Anyone related to them poor blokes, we are treating them with dignity, honest.
I'm broken now.
And that was Death of the Week, Death of the Week, Death of the
Might
Week.
want to go and check on your mum, mate. Poor mum.
She's got quiet. She's from
Yeah, she might go and have some alone time, bless her, to calm down.
She's still alive.
I'll tell you, mate.
While we're finishing that, and while Foxx is still broken, I noticed that Bill Hubbard asked a question. He's asking about a paintable gap seam filler. Can you tell me what it is? It's sprue goo, and Foxx will be the one to tell you about that.
Yeah, I'm recovering. What was the question?
I've got some sprue goo. It even comes in a labelled bottle.
Yeah, you have to make it yourself. You can't buy it.
Yeah.
Okay, brushable gap filling primer. If it's a tiny gap, then yes, sprue goo is the best, cheapest thing you can make. It's basically Tamiya extra thin and bits of thrown away polystyrene sprue or plastic card. Dump a load of that in glue. It makes a thick, stodgy mess. You brush that over. When all the glue goes away, you're just left with polystyrene filling the polystyrene gap. If it's a tiny gap, if it's a big, massive gap, like a millimetre or something, you really need to fill that with something solid, like say plastic card, and then filler on top. But if it's just like little tiny gaps or something, then something like sprue goo. If you just mean something to get rid of some slight scratches, like a primer, then yeah, what Colin's holding up, I'll let him talk about that, Mr. Surfacer.
Yes, Mr. Surfacer 500. You can get that in different thicknesses. Let Foxx have a drink because he's still broken, bless him. All you've got to realise, though, is it does pen and inks. You might want to wear a respirator because it's a bit, yeah. So, and obviously your sprue goo that Ted was holding up and that we make out of bits of styrene, etc.
I mean, you don't tell us what you're trying to fill, but if it's like little tiny scratches and imperfections, or even just ejector pin marks, then filler primers won't be thick enough, but actual like putties and stuff might be a bit more hassle. So I mean, if it's a really big gap, then that's where you want to fill it with something and then put, say, proper modelling putty like milliput. But if it's just a tiny gap, little panel gap or something, yeah, sprue goo is the quickest thing to make. It's always worth having some around because you're filling a gap in polystyrene with actual polystyrene. It's the most carvable, sandable, scribable filler you're ever going to have compared to any other putty and stuff.
Cynical Steve's got a different way of looking at it. He says that's the beauty of scratch building. Any gaps, I just glue another greebly over the top.
Yeah, that's the thing though, and this is the good thing. If depending on what you're making, if you're making something that is going to be like weathered and beaten, then there's always the option that you could just build something over the gap, like a little panel, or say it's an extra bit of. If you like, our friend Mike Mountain, Scale eModels, he's building a Revell boat of some sort with a big gap between two of the pieces of hull plating, and I'm like, well, is it going to be old and battered? Because can you not just put a piece of plastic card over the gap and say it's an extra hull plate? Because nobody will know.
Yeah, Michael Jackman had a model-related question as well, been super profesh. He was asking how you stop primer drying on the tip of the nozzle cap and needle tip and blocking the airbrush. He's suffering from a bit of tip dry, bless him.
You don't. It will always do it, but
Yeah.
if it's really warm, it'll do it more. I do recommend, depending on the airbrush you're using, take the crown cap off. That seems to reduce the amount of, because when you got a crown cap, it makes the air swirl round.
Yeah,
it can make it dry out faster. So take the crown cap off if you can. But with primers, you have to spray at high pressure anyway, so it's going to dry anyway. So you can't avoid it.
No.
But just take your crown cap off and have a little container with some isopropyl alcohol and a couple of cotton buds. And all you do, when it dries out a bit, just stop spraying.
Yeah.
Get your cotton bud, get some alcohol, and just gently, very gently, just wipe it over the needle tip. That should be enough. If it's not, pull your trigger back, or your button back so the needle goes in. Take the crown off, and then just wipe the cotton bud with alcohol over that, and then put your crown back on.
I tend to have a really soft paintbrush dipped in thinners, white tack to the underside of my spray booth, and I'll just give it a bit of whammage, and
whammage. But that's the beauty of it. I mean, if you're spraying any paint, like white paints are the worst. White paints are a pain in the bum. They can I'm sure they contain like chunks of the Dover Cliffs or something in white paints. But white paints and primers, if you spray for long enough, then eventually you're going to have to stop, clean out the airbrush, because it will build up inside as well. And that's when no matter how often you clean the needle tip off, it's not going to work. But you're talking like if you're spraying for a couple of hours. But yeah, just have a little bit of IPA, a few cotton buds, and just every now and then just gently get it off the tip, carry on.
And good sound effect, mate.
That's good. Yeah, Bill Hubbard's come back to us, and he's trying to fill wing roots and fuselage seams mainly. So yes, Sprugler will do that.
Yeah, Spruger. I mean, you could use fillers. The only reason we say Spruger is personally, it's easier for me to apply than fillers. Fillers are fine. I mean, fillers, if you get like milliput, you can get it on there. You can use wet your finger and you can work it into the gap and get it away from all the surface. Spruger is a bit more. You've got to be careful where you put it, but it will dry and be more sandable and more scribable than fillers. You just have to use a very small brush.
Good.
Paul Lyons was asking, has anyone built Bravo 6 figures, and are they any good?
No.
Can't say I have.
No, I don't know.
Chat may have done though.
Somebody out there in Chatland will have built them and know all about them.
Yeah.
Modelmaking Mayhem says, and Colism, whammage.
Whammage.
That word of the day, says Osric.
Yeah, Osric says word of the day. Cynical Steve says, actual useful consumer advice again. I must have left the cap off the extra thin because I must be hallucinating.
EC Idaho says he'll make up some sprue glue. So yes, what you need to do, make sure when you put there's bits of plastic in there, make sure they are tiny slivers and not just big lumps of plastic, because they take ages to melt. So if you take shavings and things like that and put them in, to melt a lot faster.
The trick is you'll need a lot more polystyrene than you think.
Yes, lots.
I would say get all your polystyrene cut up ready. Take the lid off. If you can get it mostly full, that's probably best. Get the lid off. Dump a load of the polystyrene bits in, but not all of them, and just put the lid back on. And then every 5 minutes come back and don't just sit there and start putting stuff in like that, because A, it'll get blocked up, and B, you'll go doodlally on the fuse. So just open it, dump some in, and put the lid back on again. You want it to be, you won't see this in focus, but you want it so that when you pull the brush out, it doesn't really drip. That's a string, so it's not kind of illustrating it, but you want it to be so thick that it doesn't drip off the end.
Nice and moist.
Yeah, it wants to be so
Yeah.
gloopy that it just
Look at it, it's going to drip, it's going to drip, it's going to... Oh, I wanted to see it drip. Oh.
If it's running and dripping, it's too thin, and when you put it on your gap, it's just going to disappear. You want it to be thick enough so it forms a bubble over the gap, and then when it's dried, the glue evaporates away, and it just leaves the polystyrene behind. All you do then is come in and sand it, like you're sanding polystyrene. So, absolutely fine to use. Just go slowly, but you'll need more polystyrene than you think. You want it to be that thick.
All the offcuts of, like when you're scratch building and cutting styrene sheet, I tend to keep all the little offcuts of that as well, and they go in for sprue goo. And
when I did the big Space 1999 Eagle, I had no sprue goo left, so I made some for that build. And what I did was I just took some of the sprue from that kit and made some sprue goo. So when I was filling the gap around the command module, I was filling the gap with the kit's own plastic.
Yeah.
So of course, when I sanded it back, you can't see because because you're filling a gap with the plastic from the and because it's Tamiya extra thin. People have said, does it have to be Tamiya extra thin? It's a welding cement that melts the plastic and welds it together. So when you put the filler on there, the sprue goo, the polystyrene will seep into the gap. The glue itself will melt the plastic where the gap is. So you've got the filler going in and welding itself to the pieces on either side. So it's just a win-win, basically.
Yeah, if you do it with a non-welding cement, then you'll just end up with a pot full of sprue bits all glued together.
Yeah.
That won't be any help at all.
Really?
Bill Hubbard does say, I'll say this, the quarantine's allowed me to revisit a hobby that I haven't done in nearly 40 years. This community wasn't around back then. You're all amazing in chat and on the panel. Thank you. I like being on the panel.
On the panel.
Obviously Colin's the best, but...
Being that we're on a roll, that's debatable. Carl's got another model making question. Cool.
I think we've done enough model making questions, haven't we?
He's saying, what masking fluid is good to use for clear parts, and how do I apply it? There you go.
Yeah, well, there is quite a few masking liquids out there, but none of them are any good if you want sort of crisp, clear edges. What you have to do is mask with your masking tape, and then use the liquid mask as a fill-in for the bits, really.
I've got some Humroll Maskol and Vallejo mask. That's the stuff.
I've got some Humroll Maskol there. It's the purple stuff.
Yeah.
Humroll Maskol. I don't have a lot of time for Humroll products apart from a few. One of them is Humroll Maskol because it's the best masking fluid I've ever seen. But yes, don't mask canopies. Forget it. This is no use for straight edges. When you finish watching this, go to the eModels YouTube channel homepage, click on playlists, and look up. I can't remember if you showed it in your Tiffy build, Ted.
I did it on the Tiff.
Look up Ted's Typhoon build, and look up my Colonial Viper build. We both show how to easily mask off a canopy with masking tape. It's dead easy. It's not as hard as you think, and it'll give you a nice crisp edge. This will just, don't use this for anything other than something that doesn't have a straight edge. What I tend to use this for is if I want to do chipping effects, I put it on the model and then spray paint over it and take the stuff off. You've got chips. Or I use it just to, if I've got 2 bits of masking tape, I just put it over the joints just to fill any gaps.
Yeah. Or it's pretty good if you've got nothing to do in your workshop. You wait for some paint to dry. You can paint on the back of your hand, let it dry, then you peel it off.
The one other thing it's good for is actually putting paint chips on real life cars. Because I painted my own actual car, I gave it a rat rod look, and I bought like 6 bottles of Humroll Maskol and spent an hour putting actual paint chips onto my car with Humroll Maskol. And when we finished painting it with all the like proper automotive paints,
but I bet you're still finding a Maskol.
Oh, yeah.
No, I lost all the rubber strip or the rubber trim off the door. I can tell you that much. It's like
but it is king of the sharp mouths, isn't it? At the end of the day.
Yeah. So you can even use it on real cars. But yeah, don't use Maskol on straight. Maskol's the best one. Just don't use it on straight edges. Use masking tape for straight edge stuff. It's easy. Like it's my Colonial Viper build or Ted's Tiffy build. They'll both show you how to do it.
Rob Hyam was saying last weekend I visited my local model shop, and on display in the window was the 1/32 scale Dora built and weathered. It's huge.
Yeah, it's a museum quality size piece and everything. It is in stock at eModels as well.
They do have a Dora.
Still one there, go buy it.
It's still in stock. It's long out of prints if you wanted one. It very rarely turns up, but when it does, it doesn't last long, so make sure you pick it up.
Oh, just try to find out where we're at. So, Can't find.
Oh, we need to see pictures of Fox's car.
Yeah.
Okay. I might have a picture of my car, but I don't know. I'll have a look while these guys are talking nonsense.
We won't talk nonsense. We'll just sit here quietly and let you look.
That's not comfortable.
Yeah, we just stare up your nostrils now whilst you're trying to look.
Oh yeah, I'm
Yep.
still on this monitor then. So.
Lord Barkley says there's even a Lego version. I think he means the Dora, not Fox's car.
Yeah, I'd be worried if there's a Lego version of my car.
The H band says, was Dora the first turret on the Bismarck? I think it's actually bigger than that, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Cole's put a £5 super chat in and says, well, thank you first of all, Cole. And he says, I'll stick to Tamiya tape instead. Thanks again. Yeah, pop over and watch these guys' videos on the channel. And
the secret to masking with masking tape is a brand new sharp blade in your knife.
yeah.
That's what you
And
need.
it is actually easier than you think masking a canopy. If you do it the way we do it with, some people do it with little tiny bits of tape and they build up the edges. Don't do that. Just get a big piece of tape and cut it out. It's a lot easier.
Yeah.
I don't think I can find a picture of my car.
A couple of the guys there, Sprue and Glue and Osric, are saying the 172nd Dora is still huge but much cheaper. I've got the 144 version. I
Yeah.
still haven't built it yet, but I will be at some point, and that's still like a foot long. So yeah.
Oh, I like a nice foot long. Wait, what now?
Yeah, I could do with a foot long. Might have one tomorrow.
Yeah.
Is Fox's car the Mini Cooper from Butterfly's TV show with the 70s, in the 70s with the Union Jack on the roof? No, it's nothing like that. It's got a big shark mouth.
Shark mouth.
Shark mouth.
Have a look. I might have a picture of it from when we did the eModels trip.
Yeah, but I don't want my license plate on the telly there, Cole.
No.
I'm trying
It is,
to
mate.
find the one I've got that's got my license plate kind of blanked out, but I might not be able to find it. I'm scrolling through now.
Anders says he's found it on Google. The Bismarck's 4 main turrets, each armed with 2 38cm cannons. Their nicknames from top to bottom and forward to aft on the ship were Anton, Bruno, Caesar and Dora. I don't think it was named after the thing though. It's probably named after the Explorer.
Yeah, it's Dora the Explorer.
Yep. Sprue Glue said that you've got the Robin Reliant from Mr. Bean.
I can't
Mayhem
find it.
saying
Mr.
don't
Bean.
encourage him. That's Ted's job. I didn't.
Mr. Bean had a Mini.
I can't find a picture of my car. Not on this new look design Facebook nonsense. I found lots of pictures of Warhammer World, but that's about it. It's just not
Anders said there were A, B, C, and D turrets. That might be right in the German Navy, and in the British Navy they have X turrets. I think the F ones are X turret. Oh right, what else are we up to? What's everybody else been up to this week? What are you all doing out there in Chatterland?
Model making land.
Yeah, have you been model making? Have you been back to work? I've been back to work this week. And it's absolutely wrecks me. I've been going to bed about 5 o'clock when I get in.
Is it busy back at work, Ted, or is it just still a bit quiet? Or
It's what happened this week is that they opened the cafe, so that's been quite busy. That opened on Friday, but in the build up to that, we had there's a whole new range of activities going in at the museum. So I've been digging holes and laying cables and sort of preparing things for that. And then we've got a beach clean to do. So yeah, it's quite busy. It's a lot of manual work, which I'm not used to.
You're not a manual labour, are you, Ted? Not really.
No, even my poorly hands have taken a beating. I had to do a stream last night with a glove on just to hide the gammy hands that I've got.
You do know you're like 100 years old, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, 111 to 12
Yeah.
in
12
Frozen.
2000.
Yeah.
EC Idaho is working on a 144 Zaku 2S Gundam The Origin. I did the Zaku Zaku 2 on the eModels channel in 144, so
Yeah.
might give you some ideas for weathering on that. I made it all muddy and horrible.
You did a Universal Century Gundam. He's doing a Gundam.
I don't know what it was. It said Gundam Zaku on the box, so
Yeah. Scale Model Muse said he's worked the entire time. He made an attempt to work on the rune, got stuck by a faulty desk part. Yeah, that was it. In the middle of lockdown, when something broke or you needed something desperate, nobody was open, or you couldn't take things back to the shop to exchange them. Really, the things inconvenient.
Tim Young's gone back to work, been very busy, lots of new regulations. He's also been working at home on a 187 beach scene, been on and off since Easter. 187's a strange. Why have you picked that scale? Is it a railway scale or something? Or
Yeah, and Muse is a girl, Ted. She's just she.
Oh, right. Sorry.
I missed what Ted said about that, but
Sorry, Muse. He missed.
yeah, we apologise, Muse. You know Ted.
Yeah. I know that, Jim. Yeah, I've changed direction completely. Jane started working on the giant tooth. Back to work and super busy. Yep.
Yeah, I saw the picture of the tooth on the Facebook the other night. It's like,
Yeah.
All right, a 187's HO scale apparently. So yeah, that's why.
Yeah, everybody's encouraging Jane to weather it all up and make it all things like that. Put a filling in. Put some metal foil in the top for a filling, couldn't you?
I kind of like a look at the look of the eye. I was going to do it like a Terminator eye with a red light in it and all that.
Scratch build a giant interdental brush.
Yeah.
I think we should all. I've done the foot, so it's only fair that you lot should pick one other body part and do one each.
So build a body.
I'll end up with like the 1:8 scale version of the human butt or something. That'd be my luck, wouldn't it?
Imagine how creepy it would be if we did one for eModels and the light was left on and Pete walked in to open up in the morning. There's this big red eyeball staring at it.
Anders says 187th is HO railway scale.
Yeah.
Right, I cannot find a picture of my car. I've got one, I just don't know where it is.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll have a look next week.
Yeah, I think it was in the eModels road trip gallery on their Facebook, wasn't it?
No, I've got a better picture somewhere else. But
Just imagine a car that is structurally sound but looks really ratty and has a sharp mouth, and that's exactly what it looks like.
Yeah.
Emma said it's caused quite a bit of fun at work. Lots of dental professionals, they all know it. They all know it better than anybody else, giving their ideas. So she hopes to make it. She hopes you will really like it when it's finished. Yeah. Drop it in drop a picture to eModels. Drop a picture on the Boo Hut site as well. Let us know.
Oh yeah, that was the post where she nicely tagged you and Foxx in it, but ignored me and Colin. Yeah, I remember the post now.
I did reply. It was like, what time are you starting it? 2:30.
Yeah.
Well, it's when people. It's when somebody gives you a suggestion, you immediately think of a certain thing. It's like when people mention the eModels channel, the eModels live stream, they immediately think of just me and Foxx. No, the other people are just incidental, really.
That's fine. I'll just go away. I'll click the button.
Why you're not Mummy's favourite, mate, because you keep ignoring me and Chrissy, and she notices things like this.
Yeah.
H.G. Barnes says, I'm self-employed. Every day is Monday, lol. Working on a 148 ME410 B17F and a Plus Models heavy forklift. But you forgot to do the belly bit.
Yeah, well, I did say what people are working on this week. I think.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah. So we'll let him off with that.
Okay.
Quinn says, here's I work in a museum. Is it the one where stuff comes to life at night because of an ancient Egyptian tablet? Yeah, you wouldn't like the things in my museum come to life. It's all boats.
Frankie goes, Toblerwood is in. He says, good evening all. Welcome, Frankie.
Hello, Frankie.
Good evening, Frankie. Sergeant Bones says he knows why they call it a Dora, but I think that's one for Colin or Ted to read out.
Where are we at?
Oh my good. Rice Shigiba Grosturun Canoni. Is that it?
No,
It sounded native to me. I'm sure that's exactly it.
Try it, Ted.
Nice Schringenberger Grossen Strum.
I love the way Ted just adds a whole mess of random stuff.
Unbigger Bagger Gun.
What we're supposed to do, Ted, is do that. It sounds just like it, doesn't it?
I'm going to guess it's something like Reisiger Super Großer Sturmkanon. I think
I would have a go, but it's time for what's in store.
I think that means massive, great, big super gun.
That was a good get out, Chris. I'm taking my hat off to you for that, mate. That was...
Well, you know, people have been asking about what's in store, and it's Ted's turn, so you know we want to make him rush.
Yeah.
We'll do. Yeah, we'll do a what's in store. Should we do a what's in store now? We've got we're nearly there.
That's a good idea, Ted. Should we do that?
Well, I reckon as soon as Chris has read that word out, we can do what's in store.
I did it. Did you not listen? You're not paying attention, Fox. I've already done it.
You can't use your inside voice. You have to use your outdoor voice.
Reisen Supergrostumacon.
I like the way you take letters out and Ted puts letters in. I like that.
You've got to leave them out. They don't. You need them all. There's far too many letters in there. You can't use them all.
I don't know what Heisiger means, but I'm guessing.
I think Germans just use all the letters because they can. They need to get the money's worth out of the alphabet.
I'm guessing that.
I'll take my hat off and it equals head shine. Yep, bit of pledge on there, mate.
Yeah.
You need like a little soundboard so that when you take your hat off, you can do that little anime noise that goes.
I'll get one of them little revolving wigs, mate. Stick that on.
Get one of the little tiny umbrellas that can go under your hat. Hey! Just in case it rains.
Or better still, I could do it that way, couldn't I? Take off the hat and then.
Like, what does your hat survive? What do you do if it rains when you've got your hat on? I take my hat off, umbrella.
Yeah. Yeah, got the waterproof one on underneath just in case.
Lee Barrett said he's working on Paratrooper Ted. No furlough for him. Yeah, I did see that. I saw a picture of Paratrooper Ted. But yeah, a bit stashed. Did look a bit like me.
Okay, Fox. Frankie Osborne says Fox. Heisig means big, so that gun is big, super big storm cannon.
Well, Paul Lyon says it translates to huge, oversized tower cannon.
Oh yeah, Sturm. Term cannon. Okay, yeah, I was reading Sturm, not term. Okay, yeah, tower cannon. That makes sense. Great big massive battle tank, MBT, massive big tank.
Massive big tank.
Massive big tank. Action.
Right, should we go? We're on to that time now. Should we go do what's in store?
Oh, before we do what's in store, Emma Jane Young says it's our cat's birthday very soon. Happy birthday to Cat.
Happy birthday.
I don't know the name of the cat.
Also,
yes, I'm having a party for him with presents and goodie bags. So Tim has said whatever number 3 is what Paul the cat will want for his birthday. Oh, it's Paul the cat. Happy birthday to Paul the cat, and I hope you enjoy gift number 3.
Lockdown's been hard on some people. She also did say at some point she's sorry she missed everybody off that post.
We only wept for a couple of hours. We're all right now.
Yeah.
We, Chris, we're all right, mate.
Right. There's disagreement in the chat now whether that name includes the word term as in tower or Sturm as in storm. I read Sturm. They're all fighting in German now, so let's just leave them to fight in chat.
Oh, I think the cat will like item number 3.
Yep. Is it cat friendly?
Cat friendly. Yeah.
Number 3, please.
We better do some proper terms and conditions for this one because there's actual prize up for grabs, isn't there?
Yeah, there is a prize this week for what's in store.
What can we win, Ted?
Yeah. What we do? Yeah, what can you win? You can win tonight a special eModels mug. An eModels mug, an eModels mug, eModels mug, eModels mug.
That was the live version. I'm going to do the pre-recorded version now so we can compare them.
An eModels mug, an eModels mug, an
And it's
eModels
playing
mug.
You guessed that.
Mug.
Well, we hope it's playing. It might be silent for all we know.
Yeah.
It played. It did play. It was all good. I'm sure. Which one do you prefer, people?
Is it still playing?
No,
It's done. It's all gone. Yeah. Is it a mug? It says Red for Rabbit Studios. Yes, it's a mug.
The hint was in the bit where we sang the eModels mug song.
Hello, Nefo. You all right, geese?
Right, dude.
They were very similar, says Anders. Yep, very similar, but in different places.
Yeah, at different times.
Yeah. I like to sort of change the tempo a little bit. I can't quite decide on the tune. Yeah. Right. What we're going to do this week is we're going to go over to the eModel store and have a look what's in store. Now then, if you see anything that you like tonight in what's in store, remember you've got to slap it in your basket.
Yeah.
Because we don't know how many there are in stock. There could be 1, there could be 101, but it's not yours till you check it out. And that means if it's in your basket and somebody else sees it, sees the item, they could take it out of your basket and pay for it. So it's not yours till you paid for it. So,
Yep.
yeah.
You'd end up getting mugged, mate.
Yep. Now then, tonight's What's in Store, there is a little bit of a tenuous link between them all, and it's up to you to decide what that link is. And at the end of the What's in Store, not until I say go, you can have a guess at what the link is. If you say go before that, we'll just point and laugh. But your votes may be included, but not counted. Yeah.
Yeah, so don't say go. Don't put your guess up before Ted says go.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially as it's for a real life thing.
Yeah, real life prize. I've had a message from Dad saying, check your messages for a picture. I'm seeing no messages, Dad, but thank you anyway. I can't see anything in Facebook. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes, carry on.
I don't want to press any buttons yet.
No, don't press any buttons, Ted.
Carl says slapping it in my basket cost me over £300 last week. Not sure if I just slap it this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't buy the right thing though. You bought a different boat.
He bought the wrong boats. Yeah, if you do see like 2 or 3 things that you fancy, then either get them in your basket straight away, or just do. If you have to do like 4 or 5 different orders, you can always send them a mail saying, "Hey, I've placed 5 different orders. Can you ship them all together, please?"
Yep. So there is a bit of tenuous link tonight with them all, and we'll go across and have a look what's in store, shall we? So
Bone says it's Dunkelgelb 42 cheese and onions gin red cap bottle.
Yeah. And Sally James is the correct answer.
well, I was going to say something else anyway, but never mind. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, whilst I'm showing you what's in store, I can't keep an eye on what's in chat because I've got to move the chat window. So these guys will keep me informed about what's on out there.
Osric says bears.
You can trust us, Ted, to keep you accurately and reliably informed.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Or as my niece would say, Bayers. She's from Tennessee. So.
All right, we are locked on Ted. We're waiting on Ted sharing his
Right,
screen
now
now.
then, I've got to remember how to do this because
Should I not have locked on you yet then, Ted? Should I wait? I thought that's what we were doing. We were killing time to give you a chance to get it sorted.
Yeah, right. I remember how to do
You know when we're doing the killing time, but you're not supposed to join in.
Right. I'm going to share my entire screen. We'll share, and I can get rid of that one now. Hide it. And now, the first thing we should see is the Airfix 172nd Motorhead Bomber. Can you see that? Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it
that's
working?
a good kit, Ted.
Yeah. Now then, this is. I understand that this is the 40th anniversary edition of the Motorhead Bomber album.
Yes.
And I also understand that the actual people inside the bomber are the group, Lemmy and everybody else. So
Yeah.
The group.
Lemmy, Eddie Clark, and Phil Taylor. It's a good kit because I've got it in my stash, mate.
yes. Now then, do you have 07007A or do you have 07007B? Because because I understand that A included the vinyl album or a single within the kit. Unfortunately, I understand that this kit, the B version, doesn't have the vinyl with the single.
Oh, right. That's interesting.
So it's mind you, Airfix give you a kit with a vinyl record in for people that probably haven't got record players.
I've got 7B, mate.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm confused. He said it does come with a record, it doesn't come with a record.
Yeah, I think it's one of the flexi vinyls, if I remember right.
Oh, is it one of them? The ones you used to get in the Sunday paper and things like that?
Yeah, I think it's one of them, mate. I'm not 100% sure, mate. But,
I never thought of that, the flexi vinyl, but even so.
I remember getting Spectrum games on flexi records.
I mean, a standard one will fit because the box is wide enough.
Yeah, but that's what just my research tells me that this kit, this actual B version.
What are you going around doing research for?
Yeah,
I
like to be informed.
I won't be doing none of this when I do my what's in store.
Yeah, and I had to find out who Motorhead was.
Oh, you didn't.
Can I just point out that I have no idea about modern popular rock beat combos. So I'm like,
I don't think Motorhead count as modern.
It's the first album I bought, mate.
That's how I found out it was the 40th anniversary of the Bomber album.
Yeah, the first album I ever bought was their Ace of Spades album in 1980, and oh, mate.
Yeah. So which track from the album would be on the single? I have no idea.
Bomber, Ted.
Is it? Okay, I'll take your word for that, Colin. I would show you some pictures of the what everything else is, but it's just a picture, I think, of the kit upside down on Pete's desk.
Yeah.
Yay!
Really, really good moulding. Having looked in the box, it's yeah. You'll enjoy the kit.
Yeah, and obviously there is the colour scheme for it, and it looks pretty mean, really. I
And
think
you do, sorry, Ted, you do have the option of non-motorhead decals to be applied as well if you don't particularly want to do it as the bomber.
yeah, but then again, why would you buy the more
Absolutely,
kit?
mate.
Yeah, so
I think with this one, it's becoming quite a highly sought after collectible as well, because this is the second run that Airfix have done of this.
Yeah, that's why. That's why there's an A and B. So yeah, and I believe that the A version is selling quite expensively on eBay. Yeah. So anyway, there's a picture of Pete's desk. Oh, the camera must have gone off as he put his phone down.
Dave Cardboard says he saw Motorhead at the Birmingham Odeon. Maths A level the next morning. Sat there for 3 hours waiting for the invigilator to say start.
I still blame Lemmy for going deaf, because I saw him No Sleep Till Hammersmith tour, and I was right at the front in the mosh pit, and
I'm just trying to think of how many. I'm just trying to think that all these viewers tonight, all the people in chat used to have long hair and denims and patchouli oil and things like that.
That's what kind of oil? Patchouli oil.
Yeah, I mean, at risk of everyone mocking me, I did have a rather bad metal mullet at one point. It was the complete opposite of what my hair looks like now.
What's tubular oil?
Yeah, patchouli oil.
Oh, patchouli. I thought you said tubular oil. I'm like, what?
Yeah, tubular bells.
That's in my head now.
Yeah. Please forward your rock pictures to eModels. We'll put them on the
Helcom 3.5.
Just very quickly, Scaly Models did send me a picture of my car, but he sent me a screenshot from his phone of a small version of the picture of the car. So, Dad, can you just post the actual picture in the Facebook chat?
I think you should get that on your phone and hold it up to the camera to show everybody.
Yes. Just turn the phone. Just upload the picture to Facebook, Dad. Don't send me a screenshot from your phone.
Anyway, we'll go on. We'll move on. And the next what's in store is this. It's huge.
Tube.
There's the menu. It's huge.
Tube.
This is the Revell 196 Apollo 11 Saturn V rocket gift set. It's going to be huge.
That is huge.
That is a size, isn't it?
Yeah, look at that. Massive.
It's not insignificant in its length.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a 144 scale one, and that's big enough, but wow.
Yeah, this is 196, and they provide you with that.
Oh, that's going to work, isn't it?
90% of this rocket is white, and we're going to give you a grey.
Yeah.
You do need green and red for inside the bells.
Yeah, and they give you a lot of glue as well, wouldn't they? They've gone over mad with that.
I would say provide your own paint.
Yeah, I do think you're going to struggle with that brush.
You've got enough glue there though. That'll be all right.
Yeah. Is the moulding white or is it grey?
It's what? Well, it should be white.
Yeah, but for Revell, once again, Revell do turn out some pretty good stuff at times. This appears to be, from what I've seen in the photographs, this appears to be fairly good. Pretty good. Yeah. There's a box. It probably tells you all about it down here in all the history and all things like that. Which bit is which?
1.14 meters, Ted, in height.
Yeah, it works out quite well with your factoid tonight because of the walking on the moon and Saturn V rocket. Well, he wasn't one, but there we go. So it tells you 1.4 meters in height, so it's 3.5 feet high. Yeah, launch platform with supports, all the details. You can go and have a look at that and read up on it. It's hashtag 03704 if you want to have a look at that, or slap it in your basket if you're interested in buying it.
It's a level 5 kit as well, so it's going to be quite well detailed as well, isn't it? So
it's going to look fairly awesome.
Mm.
So that's the Saturn V rocket. Now then, item number 3, please.
Section number 3, please.
Yes, tonight.
What? You've done a Warhammer. Oh.
Games Workshop Astromilitarium Cadian Heavy Weapon Squad.
Ted did a Warhammer. Yes.
Yeah, I did a Warhammer. I knew Foxx would get us.
Converted him.
Yeah.
Knew this day would come.
Yeah, I was having a look through. I typed my word into the search engine.
Yeah.
Got to have them because they look pretty mean. Yeah. But I don't think that mortar team's got a very good technique where he just sort of.
He's not looking at what he's doing.
No, he's not watching what he's doing.
He's kind of going, ah, la, la, la.
Yeah. As the mortar comes out, it goes pop and falls on the floor in front of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's a couple more pictures that we could have a look at. Yeah, there's the box. Cadian Heavy Weapon Squad.
Yeah.
If you're very excited cat going to be getting Warhammer for its present as well.
Yeah, these are quite cat friendly. Yeah.
There might be small bits that might get eaten.
Yeah, or battered around the table as you try to build it. The cat could. There's actually a fairly good box the cat could sleep in.
Is that a catling gun?
Yeah.
Get me coat.
It'd have to be a very small and flat cat to fit in that box, Ted.
Emma Jane says, "Oh yes, Paul the cat will like those. I will have to help him."
Yeah.
Yeah. Here you are, cat. Look what you got for your birthday. There's the mortar team and the bazooka team and whatever team.
Heavy las gun and a heavy bolter and a big bazooka thing. I can't actually call it in the Warhammer world.
Yeah, see, there's even names for them.
Yeah,
Vincent's in, by the way. Hello, Vincent.
Hello.
Good evening, Vincent.
Yeah. So there we are. And there appears to be a lot of shouting going on as well.
Yes, of course there is. It's Warhammer. Everybody's shouting.
I don't know if it's shouting or fear.
Do they have officers in Warhammer, Foxx, that are there pointing? In...
Yeah, they have commissars that will both shoot the enemy and shoot any of their own men who show any kind of cowardice.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and like all good, it's not to me a kit, but they've obviously copied it. There's somebody pointing as well.
In the Astra Militarum, the guys aren't afraid of the enemy. They're more terrified of their own commissars.
Yep. So in this one, there's pointing and shouting.
Oh, he must be very authoritative.
He must be important.
No, he's just saying, shoot there, you numpty.
Yeah, he's over there. Where, Sarge? Where? Over there.
I can't see, there's a big screen on the front of the gun. I can't see through it.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the Games Workshop Astra Militarium Cadian Heavy Weapons Squad. Now we go on to the next one, which is a trumpeter ship. I like big boats, and I cannot lie. This is the trumpeter 1350 HMS York, World War II, British York class heavy cruiser. Yeah, these were these came after the county cruisers. They weren't as they were a bit lighter, but more heavily armed. HMS York actually served mostly escorting convoys in the Atlantic, then moved across to the Mediterranean. She was actually sunk by Italian fast explosive boats like MTBs, but just like kamikaze boats, really.
I don't think I'd like to serve on a boat that was called an explosive boat. That's probably not going to get. It's not a good advert, is it? It's not going to encourage the men to take part.
Yeah, I'm looking for somebody to sail an explosive boat. You, and you.
Very quickly, I have an update for Mike Mountain. Yes, I've got the picture now, Dad. Don't worry about sending another one. I realised you had a big picture, so thank you.
Yeah. Cool. Good. So that was HMS York. She was sunk and actually salvaged, but it was a bit too late for her, and she was broken up after she was salvaged. So once again, being trumpeter, it's going to be an amazing kit. Lots of stuff inside the box. Decals. That's sort of the camo pattern I'm thinking of actually doing the Baneblade.
Camel pan.
Mayhem is saying, "Good Lord, this link is very tenuous." It is. I'm strangely proud of Ted for this one.
This is almost Chris level tenuous. This is.
Yes. It looks like a one-piece hull. Anybody that's into building ships will appreciate a one-piece hull is better than two pieces. Yeah. So there's lots. We can go on and show you all the sprues forever and ever. because there's going to be lots in a box. Well, that's the Trumpeter 1350 HMS York Heavy Cruiser. Right, we've got the next one. It's True Metal. I've used this in 1 or 2 of my models now, and it's brilliant stuff. It's like a wax, AK Interactive True Metal paints. This is gunmetal, but they do lots of other colours, aluminium, brass, copper, things like that. Brilliant. All you do with it is give your item a black base coat, a primer, and then rub this on. Goes on like a paste, and then with a cloth or sort of cotton bud like that, polish it, and it's brilliant. It looks actually not.
Can it be varnished over? Gloss varnished over?
Yes, yeah, I've heard it can. I heard you can varnish over this. When I used it, though, it was going inside the submarine, so the bits that were I applied it to weren't actually going to be touched. And it was fairly new out at the time when I got it, and I didn't know whether it could or it couldn't. But yeah, yes, apparently you can varnish over, put a varnish over this to protect it a bit more. But yeah, if you are going to handle the model a lot that's got this on, I would probably find another product.
Yeah.
This is sort of for sure, really.
Are they oil-based? I can't remember. What, they're like wax-based paints, aren't they?
No, I haven't actually at the moment. They are like an oil, but they're a wax. I'm not sure what the makeup is of them. I'm sure somebody else out there in Chatland will know probably a bit better than me. But they're pretty good stuff. And for $5.99, a little bit of this goes a long way, so it'll last you for ages.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah,
everything's for sale.
Yeah, and as I say, when they're polished up, they look brilliant. They look like the real.
H.G. Barnes says it's wax.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Next one. It's another paint color. This is the menu. This is Vallejo. Yeah. Why did I pick this? This is Vallejo acrylic metal color, and I think you've used this, Foxx. Haven't you used this sort of stuff?
Yes, these are incredibly awesome acrylic metallic paints. The one downside of acrylic metallics is they tend to be very flaky. You've got bits and grain in them, and they're a bit garbage for most manufacturers. Don't do. They're all right, but they've got some limitations. Whereas lacquer metallics are often much finer and much better. So things like Alclad and so on give you better results than say Tamiya or other brands because just the way they're made. However, the Vallejo metal color acrylics, they have such a fine metallic pigment that these things are awesome. They're grain free. You can brush these on. You can airbrush them on. If you watched me do the Eagle Transporter, I used them on the engine belts before I put the C1 metalizer on. Yeah. There's a whole range of colors from flat aluminium, chrome, there's burned exhaust, there's gunmetal, there's all different shades and tints and colors. They're perfect for airbrushing or brushing, and they look brilliant. They're so grain free. They put things like Tamiya's chrome silver and flat aluminium to shame. So if you've been looking for a nice metallic paint, but you're not really in the situation where you want to use lacquers, let's say you can't really spray lacquers in the house because there's kids and animals and other halves, then these are great. They are brilliant. They're fantastic. Just get some. Just get
Phil is saying, mate, that they're the best acrylics he's used.
I mean, things like Alclads and lacquer paints will always give you a better metallic finish because they're lacquers. But lacquers are highly toxic, and they're not always the kind of things you can spray in a house with other people. Whereas acrylic, or without some smell and inconvenience. Not everybody likes using lacquers. Not everybody has a lacquer-proof airbrush.
Absolutely.
So if you've not got a solvent-safe airbrush, or if you've got people in the house and you want to keep them safe from fumes and so on, and you can't ventilate very easily, get yourself some of these. They're brilliant. They're perfect for brushing. They're just absolutely incredible. I use them all the time.
Yeah, it does say in the blurb that these can be applied directly to a model without primer, but if you're applying them on aircraft or aircraft components, you can put a glossy black primer down on them.
Yeah, they do look great with a glossy black primer. If you use the Ultimate Modelling Products Gloss Black Primer, it goes fantastic. If you want to know an idea for how to use them, I did them on the engine bells on the Eagle Transporter on the eModels YouTube page. But they are brilliant. I also find that these are very good for when if you've painted something a metallic shade and you've done some washes and things over it, and maybe you've matte varnished it, but you want to go back and put a little bit of little bit of a tinge on the corners just to give it a little bit of sparkle. Dry brushing some of these, like the burnt exhaust, is a really nice one just to dry brush over some of the edges, just to give the little bit of, if your other metallics are kind of matted, muted, put a little bit of that dry brush on the corners, and it just gives it that little bit of pop.
Well, yeah,
What
it
you
just
doing,
gives
Ted?
that bit of pizzazz and draws the eye in, doesn't it?
Yeah, sometimes having metallics that look matte and dirty, but having a little bit of shine on a corner just makes it all the more convincing to the eye. To the eye.
Yeah, good. Right, and we move along to a final item tonight, which is something a little bit like what we started with, but instead of Motorhead, this is AC/DC.
Is it another one of these popular beat combos that I know nothing about?
Yeah, I might have that in my stash as well.
Yeah.
Spot who's a bit of a rocker.
This is the AC/DC tour truck.
Mm.
Yeah. Now, alternating current, direct current. I don't know the group, but
1/32 scale. That's going to be huge.
It's a beast.
that's what I thought when I saw it. There is actually, you can buy the Revell kit without the AC/DC logos and things like that. But I just thought this one would fit tonight's sort of store.
Well, they are just kind of like reboxes with different decals, aren't they? Just the kits they already make.
Well, yeah, you do the AC/DC. There's the Kiss one, isn't there? And then you can have one without. But
I think the only actual special one they've done is the Eddie Spitfire.
Ace is Heidi Iron Maiden, yeah.
Yeah, that's got the custom pilot and stuff. Where it's not just a standard kit with nice decals. So but yeah, they're quite cool. I like that. It's a huge truck.
There's obviously somebody in the marketing department that's into groups and things like that. I'm just waiting for one that maybe the Cliff Richard sort of tour truck or
There probably is one.
A lot of prominent anniversaries. I think it's the 40th anniversary this year of the Back in Black album, which was quite iconic. So I think it's quite a generic thing that Revell were doing at the moment. And
What paints do they give you with this one?
Sorry, Chris.
What paints do they give you with this one?
Yeah,
Because you obviously need black, but I'm sure they give you.
Yeah, it's a gift set, so it would come with all lots of the detail. Well, if you get there's the paint. Yep, we've got all of them, blacks and greys, and that brush again.
That's the Apollo set again, isn't it?
So there you can paint to your heart's content. I'd like to see one of these kits completed just using what you see before you.
Oh, yeah.
Phil Lewis says, "I'm back. The blind fell off the window in the bathroom. I didn't see that coming, so I think somebody's done a little bit of poop." And Model Making Mayhem says, "Phil Lewis blindsided you there."
Yeah.
So there we are. That's it. Now then, we'll go back, have a quick spin through of what we've seen in store tonight, and then there's that picture of that model on Pete's desk. Yeah,
I don't even recognise that desk from the eModels office. I don't even know where that is.
Yeah,
It might be his kitchen table.
Yeah,
I can't see the 72-inch TV in the background.
Yeah, but I think we need to.
Table in his 3-foot yacht.
Yeah, I think we need to speak to him about his portrait landscape type pictures.
Yeah, Pete, mate, turn the camera around.
Yeah, well, anyway, there's the Heinkel H111 H6 Mudhead bomber. Then we've got the Revell 196 Apollo Saturn V rocket.
Space Tube.
Yeah, a huge rocket. Then we've got Games Workshop.
This is the best one of all of them. Just buy this one.
Yeah, the Astra Militarum Kid Heavy Weapon Squad.
Just to point out, by the way, don't forget you can also get other packs of the troops as well if you want to buy it.
Yeah, you can start in this set and build to your heart's content.
Infantry and all kinds of things.
Add. Yeah. Then we've got HMS York, the British York class heavy cruiser. We've got AK Interactive True Metal. That one was gunmetal, but there's lots of other metallic colours out there. Then there's the Vallejo metal colour, awesome acrylic paints. And finally, to end it all, we've got AC/DC's tour truck, limited edition. So yeah, there's not going to be this many of them about. So yeah, if you want one, slap it in your basket.
Yes, I guess they're aiming that kit at the elderly market.
Yeah, Probably.
Yeah, that's probably why I've got it, mate.
Yeah, as I say, next season it might be the Cliff Richard tour truck.
Yeah, Cliff Richard London bus.
Will that just be like a giant model of a cup of Horlicks? And a comfy chair, Cliff Richards.
A big Ovaltine advert along the side of it.
Oh yeah. And the caption's just, oh, there's lovely.
Yeah, packet of Werthers.
Oh, right. I'm back to you. I can see the chat again. So the time has come. If you want to win an eModels mug,
An eModels mug, an eModels mug.
the time is now for me to say,
Festus, too slow on that one.
yeah.
I know, I couldn't reach it, mate. And I thought, I'm going to end up face palming me bench. And it's,
Yeah, remember, it's the first one we see, and the first one we see tonight is Sprue and Glue, who says the link is heavy metal.
Heavy metal with an H.
Yep. Don't forget, folks, that if you have pressed the button and you think you've come up first, it's the time lag between your computer that sort of prioritises your typing, but it's what comes up on the live stream.
Yeah, you don't see the same chat that we do. We see the actual YouTube chat. You see the chat with your answer first. So.
Yep. So well done. Yeah, it seems like I've made it too easy tonight. There's lots of people.
It does seem there's lots of people got it right. I'm proud.
Yeah. So yeah, well, Foxx is rather proud of me. I think he said it tonight. Yeah, but
Chris was.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Chris is the little one. You know, he's on the other end.
All right.
she's the one with the big beard, Ted.
Yeah. So who's that we saw tonight? So what you need to do is just drop us an email to ted@emodels.co.uk and tell us you won the mug tonight with your name and address, and we'll get that sent off to the guys in store.
Please make sure to include your name, your address, and your phone number, just in case, because sometimes the delivery guys need a phone number for the person they're delivering to, in case the mailman gets there and you can't put it through your door. So make sure you include your name, your address, and your phone number just in case.
Yeah.
We'll forward that on for you. Well done.
Cool.
Congratulations.
No, I'm not going to sing that. I nearly.
Yeah. You don't want to do that, mate,
Because you talked about Cliff Richard and then it all went wrong. Nearly. I nearly demonetized.
No, don't. Let's not mention it.
Yeah. Moving on. Yes. So, nice weather we're having today, isn't it?
It was, mate. It was.
For the time of year, I think. And that.
Right.
Been anywhere nice lately? Going away somewhere nice this summer, sir?
No, because I kind of know where this is leading. You'll burst into spontaneous song in there.
Going on holiday?
Yeah, it's that season, isn't it, Ted?
I'll just try to catch you with the chat. Sorry, I'll be with you in one. What are you up to now? We
got a giveaway from last week. Still,
We have.
Yes.
I better do a screen share on me then, aren't you?
Quick, dash across and make your comment on
Who's got it now? What?
Moment, wasn't it?
Oh, well, no, actually, don't look at me. I've not loaded up last week's video, have I? Like a spoof.
What you mean? Like if we were killing time and giving you something to do, then you might do it before you talk about it.
Kill more time.
Yeah, let's talk. Let's talk so that we're not all blaming Foxx for holding the show up.
No, we wouldn't
pressure,
possibly
mate.
do that.
Keep talking.
Oh, you've not done it yet? How long does it take you to find the thing from the thing and click the button?
You know what it's going to be?
Doing
The
things.
camera was in the way.
I've got to get past the advert, haven't I, before I can.
Oh, right.
Right, there we
but-
go. And Chris can say nothing about not properly pressing buttons and things.
I didn't press. It wasn't my fault. Everything was good. I just had to turn it off and turn it back on again.
Yeah, I see. Blame someone else.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's always someone
I know,
else's fault, isn't it?
I wasn't saying it was anyone else's fault. I was just saying it wasn't my fault.
Not me now.
Oh, it's never your fault, is it?
I didn't say it was Fox's fault.
So much for our no blame culture in here.
So you come over here and we'll just have a silent chat with ourselves and we'll have a fight. Right, can I go now?
Modern Mayhem says, get on with it.
Right, I'm trying to. Right. First of all, that's my car.
Where?
No, it's a tank.
No, it isn't.
That's the paint job I did with the Humble.
No, it isn't.
To get the paint.
That's just your microphone
That's
settings.
a tank
Fox.
and some Logitech settings, mate.
Wait, is it? Well, that's not the right thing then.
And it's a picture of a tank behind you, but that's not your car either.
Not a sharp mouth on there, mate.
Hang on a minute.
You said you were ready.
I
Yeah.
was ready, but the thing did the wrong thing with the thing and the nonsense and the.
It's Fox and Buttons again, Chris.
I've just done 20 minutes of what's in store and you're not ready.
Yeah, well said, Ted. I said,
There we go. Right, can you see it now?
We can. I can't.
I can even see you taking a picture of it.
I can say, is that you taking a picture?
Yes,
I
so
don't-
because somebody asked, that's my card. That's the chipping effect that I did using the mask on.
cool, that passenger's small.
Yeah, he's really tiny, isn't he? But yes, there's not a spot of rust on that car apart from the wheel hubs, which are deliberately made to look rubbish because they're old wheels. There's not a spot of rust on it. It's done up as a rat rod. So there you go. Anyway, that was just because somebody wanted to see it. Right, let's go on to the giveaway thing, which I've got to find now. Which is right. Last week we were giving away.
That's me.
Not Ted. We weren't giving Ted away. We were giving away the Trumpeter 135th BMP1 Bassurmanin.
Big, massive.
I don't know what
thing.
that was. It's an MBT. It's a massive big tank.
Massive big tank.
I guess
Tank.
it's an anti-aircraft type weapon on there. It's a 135th kit, 30 quid worth of goodness. We're giving this away. It's Trumpeter, so you know it's going to have a bajillion parts. And it's going to have photo etch in there as well. It doesn't look like one of the more complicated kits, but it looks like a nice sort of relaxed weekend build, apart from the photo etch, which will, require some thinkage. And so that's what we're giving away. And what we asked you to do last week was put a comment on there about what you thought BMP stood for. I think that's what we asked.
That sounds familiar.
What does BMP stand for? And you all put comments in there. Now you've got about 5-10 seconds before I reload this page and get all the comments. So we've got lots of comments. Because we're running late, I won't go and read them out. I'm going to copy them.
Yeah, I think it was asking people what BMP was, wasn't it?
That's exactly what I said about 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, that and we were asking people what they thought BMP might stand for.
Yeah, and
I've
then
done it again, Dad. Must pay attention.
I think
What we're doing, Ted?
Ted's having an emotional moment there. That's, I think it's all got too much for him. Right. So anyway, yes, I've copied the link. I've given you as many seconds as I can to get comments in there. If you're not commented by now, it's just you SOL basically. I'm going to put the link in there. Load the comments. If you haven't commented now, it's too late. And it's thinking. Error loading page. Not going to work.
Yeah, I had that, didn't I, the other week? It must be there linked, Fox.
Okay, let me see.
Not my fault. Not my
We
fault.
have a different one. That's Facebook comments. That's no use. Okay, so I can't do this. Don't have another comment picker.
No, I had the same problem, didn't I?
Let's try again. Have one of you guys got a random comment picker? Not that anybody
I
else
haven't. I
can
just
go on
Google it when I
tonight,
want to do it.
Yeah, it's exactly the same error. I had, mate, on that.
Do you know? Okay, well, we're a bit knackered then, aren't we, basically, I think?
Well, I can find one.
Okay, we'll tell you what, if you could, I'll keep it locked on me, but you can't because you've got to show you doing that, I suppose, haven't we?
Yes.
Well, yeah, let me load it up and I'll find it. You can. I'll not
Oh,
click on
it's
you
done
anymore.
it. It's loaded them.
Oh, it's working. I'll lock back on you then.
Load it up anyway, but I'm going to randomly pick the winner.
You
Panic
never know
over.
what's happening in the eModels live stream.
If anything else
Yeah,
possibly go wrong,
this hardly ever happens.
it will go wrong. So let's just get this done. So let's randomly pick a winner. The winner of that big, massive tank, whatever it is Speedy Q8, who says blimp monocle plunger for no particular reason. A blimp monocle, I like that one. So Speedy Q8, well done. You've won yourself the Russian strong tank.
Well done, Spid.
Yes, in Russia,
Yeah.
tank drives you. Yeah.
Now we need you to make it look like a blimp with a plunger and whatever the M was.
Anders did want me to read out a Dutch one, which was Beppens Strad Maskin Puffra. There you go. Apparently it's an armoured machine boomstick.
Broken motorised trolley, says Osric. So yes, well done, Sped. You need to send an email to ted@emodels.co.uk. Just give us your name, your address, and your phone number again in case the courier needs it, and we'll get that sent out to you. If you'll need to put down that it's hashtag 09572.
Is he here tonight? I don't think I've
I
seen him.
don't know, but it'll find
I'm sure I'll watch it and catch up.
I shall stop screen sharing. There we go. I'll close that down.
Well done.
And
Good.
there we go. Done. So well done, Spid.
Yeah, congratulations.
He
mate.
is here.
Yeah, thanks muchly, he says in the chat. Congrats, mate.
Eric Graham says Spid will turn into a coffee maker. This is
Yeah.
Right.
models. Oh, get him on. Oh, tonight's just been just nonsense from start to finish, isn't it?
Oh no, it's been entertaining because we broke you live on air, mate, and it was comedy gold, mate.
It was. I just got that uncontrollable giggles then. He went 2,000 or whatever it was he said now. Oh,
Yeah, Si will be happy because he's not the only person I've broke live on a show now.
yeah, but at least breaking me live on the show didn't involve you like falling over or anything.
Yeah, I got stuck, didn't I? Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
You got this cupboard's your natural enemy.
Oh mate, that cupboard's got it in for me.
Infamy.
Ka-ching.
Oh,
Speedy Grace says, soapy marigolds on a tablet screen don't work. I don't even know that.
Yeah.
What you do in your own time, Sped?
He said he was doing the washing up liquid. He was busy.
Oh,
He's
washing
doing
up
tidying
liquid.
Oh, I see. Yes, I got you. Fox got
Oh, yeah, it's 1949 up where he lives still, isn't it?
no, that's Scott in Orkney.
Oh, is it? Oh,
It's more like 1968, I think.
yeah, it's black and white up to where I am, and then after that it goes, it goes to choice tablet.
yeah, it just goes to radio, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Them fandangled talking boxes on his side there. What's that all about?
Yeah.
I think with Scott it's more like carvings and bone.
Yeah, it's a time when you turn the radio on to warm up, and by the time it's warmed up, the show's finished.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, it's past our bedtime, folks. Do you know?
Good night.
Yeah,
Have we given him an extra half hour?
we've given
Blimey.
yeah, but we've given them more time than we get paid for. So I shall submit your overtime forms to Pete, mate, later on in the week and see what comes of that.
Hang on. Wait, I can hear something. Wait. That's Pete Mate's wallet twitching. I can hear it.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, yeah. He's fallen over, and now we can hear the bolts going across the door.
Don't let them in. Don't give me an A-pike.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Armored, the remakes now. That's
Speedy Q8 says, I'll have you know we have dishwashers up here. They're cheap, admittedly. We'll let them lick the plates and store them again.
Yeah, they're called spiddy.
How do you store a sheep?
Yeah, sideways.
Okay, probably makes sense. Are they stackable? You get like the
No,
widest one
no.
at the top and
They're like Velcro. They stick together.
like pickle bricks.
the conversation is now going downhill. I think it's time to turn things off and relax a little bit. Yeah. Oh, I think we're calling it into the night. We seem to have a fun-filled night tonight, and we've had lots of things to do and talk about.
Now, before we go off air, guys, I would say, just to be safe, as soon as we say goodbye, don't say a word till Chris has turned his computer off. Safe.
Yeah, because you go and we all talk about everybody in the chat. Did you see what he said? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, we did.
We're still live, Ted. We're still live.
Oh,
I haven't pressed the button yet.
All right, yeah. Right, well, it's good night. See you next week. Same place.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Take care.
Oh, for the love of...
What did
I haven't pressed the button yet. I'll do it in a minute. I'll give it a minute.
Yeah.
And we're live, Ted.